Now for our third speaker, ladies and gents, it's my pleasure to introduce National ICT Confederation of the Philippines, President Mary Joy Abueg.
Maraming salamat, Manila Times. I would like to also extend our gratitude to Mr. Ang and Ms. Mercado. So, good morning, everyone. So, we are the National ICT Confederation of the Philippines, started in 2010 as a conference and now into a confederation with 10 ICT council all over the Philippines. So we focus more on job development, infrastructure, and helping the local government in the countryside. There you go. So when we do the digital transformation, we need to comply with all of the following mandatory requirements, normative references, and here are, first is the RA 10844, which is the digital governance. NICP is doing digital governance to all local government units in appreciation of all their efforts into digitalization and innovation. So this we started as e-governance and then branded as Digital Cities PH and now the Digital Governance Award. So aside from that, of course, with the Executive Order 605 of 2007 on Quality Management System, we are part of the Bureau of Philippine Standards when it comes to ISO certifications. So as one of the technical committee. And of course, when you do digitalization, it needs to have the Data Privacy Act. It needs to comply with the Data Privacy Act of 2000, that is 10173. In that thing that we help other LGUs in complying with the Data Privacy Act, as well as the awareness, yearly awareness of all the ICT councils from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So aside from that, another compliance in order to push through with the digital transformation is the ease of doing business. Right now, we have the law on RA 11032 for ease of doing business. Yearly, we have this ease of doing business as sharing of best practices in each local government units, the city, municipality, and the province itself. So this is recently our digital governance, wherein we together with the DICT, the Department of Information and Communications Technology, the DILG, the Department of Interior and Local Government, as well as the National ICT Confederation of the Philippines, wherein yearly we had this Digital Governance Award. So it is a project that recognizes another set of LGU units with their exemplary information and communications technology solutions. So for their local constituents, business stakeholders, and fellow government offices. So this is a venue wherein they can share their best practices to other LGU or local government units on their system, in their innovation, and then as well as their digital transformation practices. Okay. So what are the objectives of this digital governance? So first is to highlight and encourage the effective and efficient utilization of ICT in delivery of services and performance of duties and responsibilities by the local government. So aside from that, the best is to share and replicate innovative practices and concern, and commend, collate, and document local government in integrating ICT in their process to serve as example and benchmark of other LGU. So to improve business and development, social services, and general ecosystem of the LGU and motivate the private and business sector to actively participate or invest in the growth of LGU. So just like one of the city here in the Philippines, presented by Mayor Isko during that time, and he said, during the time that we did not embrace digital transformation, the queue of business permit and licenses is from Manila City Hall to SM. So that's how long it is. And now we embrace digital transformation, digitalization. You can now register your permit or your business permit until 11:59 in the evening. Unlike before, until 5 p.m. So there is no queue, but they have 10 million revenue in 1 year. So that's a good start, right? When embracing digital transformation. And lastly is to improve or to promote citizen responsibility and participation, as well as accountability, efficiency, and transparency in governance, responsibility, and encourage innovation. This is how the freedom of information comes in. This is how the cybercrime law comes in, as well as the Data Privacy Act comes in. So these are the main categories when we recognize the digital governance. First is the customer empowerment, business empowerment, interoperability, and the government internal operations. So recently, through our partner Huawei, we award the champion, Rojas City, as one of the champion for digital governance. Okay, aside from that, we also do the Ease of Doing Business Forum that is yearly, no? In partnership, of course, with the DILG. So, together with other partners as well, wherein each of the cities and municipalities present their digitalization process, as well as sharing of their best practices. So why do we need to push through with this digital transformation? So in coordination with IDPAP, in which our partner and we closely work together with DICT and David Lichu, a real estate company, they said that based on their research, the IT BPM sector has grown rapidly with a potential market value of 5.5% and headcount growth of 5% per annum. So in 2002, Philippine industry contribute 29.11 billion to the economy, and that represents the 8% of gross domestic product. So this is why DICT, together with the NICP and other agency, push through with the digital cities in order to help them with the digital transformation. So by 2025, these are the next digital cities, and by 2030, there will be another batch of 30 digital cities as also part of the ICT councils of the National ICT Confederation of the Philippines. Yan. Some of the examples of digital cities. So if you're going to invest in a particular city, it is all available, downloaded, all their data within city and municipality when it comes to their talent development, when it comes to their ease of doing business, the cost like electricity, water, internet, and so on. So as well as the data in every offices of the particular cities and municipality. It is now available online and downloadable. So that's good for business owners or business investors as well. Okay, aside from that, together with the Chamber of Commerce, and NICP, we work closely with the talent development to push through with this digital transformation. We also launched the Innovation Summit, wherein we work hand in hand in order to give more capacity development in all ICT councils, not just in Mindanao, but in Luzon and Visayas as well. So that is Undersecretary Josel Batapa Sige and Ms. Belinda Torres of the TESDA. Okay, recently we partnered with CyberSphere, and it's about the e-governance program of the Philippines, so as well as cybersecurity. So of course, when we embrace digital transformation, we also need to embrace cybersecurity and protection of data. So we also partner with the FinTech Alliance, Philippines, or Cybersec Philippines, and in order to create more talent, so we are also partner with the IT BPM or IBPAP Association, together with other association, the analytics, the cybersecurity, and Analytics Association, and the Philippines and ICT Cybersecurity Association, together with TESDA as part of the industry board, wherein we need to create more talents for the IT BPM company. And another thing is we work together with the Digital Filipinas when it comes to digitalization as well as cybersecurity. So this is one of the examples of the activities wherein we also do awareness when it comes to data privacy. Of course, not just the ICT, also the Cybercrime Investigation and Coordination Center. So we support all of the initiatives of CICC when it comes to cybersecurity. So recently, together with the ICT Secretary, we launched the Customer Application Assurance Monitoring System. And top of that is Lazada. Lazada is always top on that monitoring system, which means it says very good. No? I saw that. Every day, top is Lazada. So, which means it's a very good app. So, aside from that, we also support the Cyber for Peace initiative with the Armed Forces of the Philippines. So, recently, with the cybersecurity group, together with the Canadian Embassy. Of course, this is one of the example. Together, we work closely with the DICT, together with the ICT councils. So right now, we have 127 ICT councils all over the Philippines. But we are pushing more because the LGU consists of 2,000 LGU in the Philippines, 2,000 plus. So right now, we are 127. So imagine, one ICT council can be 500 to 1,000 members. So this is duplicated not just in Puerto Princesa, where I am residing, no? So Puerto Princesa is duplicated the Digital Careers Expo to other cities and other municipalities as well. So we are targeting to create more jobs because we have a target, each city, like us, Puerto Princesa, we target 10,000 jobs by 2025. So imagine all these digital cities have their own target. So we need to build more digital careers. So aside from that, as I mentioned, ISO is also part of the digitalization. So being one of the technical committee for Bureau of Philippine Standards, as well as the DTI, BPS for approving all the standards that are for the Philippines as well. Yan. Of course, in order to spread out, we all know that the certification of cybersecurity is very costly. So, but together with the DICT, USAID, and NICP, not just NICP, as well as other association, we spread the cybersecurity Gender and Development Mainstream for Information Communication Technology with USAID and NICP. So this is free, an entry-level cybersecurity certification for all government employees. Imagine, if you will get the certification, it costs 60,000, minimum of 60, or some are 35,000 for a particular certification, but this is free for all government, So yun. So here are the examples of some of the webinars for 2023. And next year, that will be the phase 2, or we call it episode 2 together with USAID. There will be a new topic for next year for phase 2. No? Aside from that, aside from DICT giving free Wi-Fi, we also partnered with the Pacific, wherein they provide free Wi-Fi to far-flung areas in the countryside, to the islands with no internet. So this is how Pacific helped the areas in the countryside, especially those areas in the islands. No? Right now in Palawan, they provided three free Wi-Fi for the far-flung areas or the island areas. So we also partnered with PhilPass, wherein we acknowledge or embrace digital certifications, and yeah, that's it, digital certifications. So as part of NICP, together with the other association, we pushed through for the executive order and Senate Bill 863 when it comes to critical information and infrastructure. So we need to boost this critical information and infrastructure so that the system will be protected with security and privacy. So another thing, together with some of my co-speaker here with Lito Villanueva, so we have a joint statement of support for the proposed Open Access and Internet Service Act. So in this case, it lowers the barriers and costs to market entry of internet network operators by simplifying registration and qualification process for providers and make broadband network development faster and more efficient by promoting infrastructure, sharing and streaming the approval process of permits to install broadband infrastructure. So why are we doing this? Because according to these telcos, as of 2023, there are 60,000 pending permit for the building of towers. Imagine 60,000 towers pending for 2023. So that is why we push through for this Open Access and Data Transmission Act. Now we wonder why our internet is low, is so slow, no? Because of that pending 60,000 permits for the towers. Okay. So again, together with the other associations and organizations, when we pushed through for the Data Transmission Act. So recently, as mentioned by the ICT Secretary, we launched the eGov Super App in Malacanang. So since we are doing the ease of doing business as well as the e-governance and e-governance award for all local government units, we support the eGov Super App. So this is the launching during June 2 of 2023, as mentioned by our DICT Secretary. So yearly, we had this cluster conference, ClickCon for Luzon. Okay? In such a way, we unite all Luzon ICT Council for digital transformation. For Mindanao, ICT Conference, and the Visayas ICT Conference. So every year, we do all these 3 cluster event. And lastly is the national summit held last November 8 and 9 when it comes to digital transformation and cybersecurity. So yesterday we had this data-driven governance competency framework wherein we pushed through all the LGU and other government agency when it comes to data-driven governance for digitalization as well. So this is in partnership with the ICT and can be duplicated and will duplicated to other ICT councils, to other city, municipality, and provinces. So the NICP, what is our main secret or recipe or secret recipe? We, the NICP, we call ourselves magic. Why? Because making the academe, government, and industry collaborate. Because it's not just the ICT who help us through the ecosystem. The national government such as DTI, DOST, TESDA, and CHED, together with the DILG and other government agency, help together in order to create this what we call magic.